Hello everyone and welcome to week 2 of our Gen 201 class. Well, I hope you're starting to feel comfortable in our new campus. You've clicked around, you've found many of the resources which the university does supply to help you become successful students, not just for our class but for all of your upcoming classes. In week 1, we started at the very beginning just talking about how to navigate the different resources, a bit about communication, some of the hurdles that you may be facing or you may think you're facing at this time. So in week 2, we are going to be moving on to our discussion entitled Academic, meaning school-related, communication. Please read as I scroll down here, week 2, which begins on Tuesday at 12:01 a.m. and goes through the following Monday at 11:59 p.m. You have 2 student tasks: preparation for successful communication in the classroom assignment, that's the big assignment during week 2, and the course material review. In week 2, our objectives are going to be discussing successful interpersonal. There are 2 kinds of communication that we do discuss in school. One is intrapersonal within ourselves and interpersonal from one person to the next, and academic communication. Identify strategies supportive of academic integrity and academic honesty. This is dealing with plagiarism. And the third is demonstrate critical thinking. What is critical thinking? We're going to be talking about that this week. And using critical thinking to develop SMART goals. A SMART goal, SMART is an acronym for it's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. So we're going to be talking about that this week. Here, your first learning activity. They're all required learning activities this week. First one is a week 2 overview. I may be changing this, by the way, putting some of these into a recommended learning activity. Let me just say that before Tuesday. There's a week 2 overview. Faculty feedback. This faculty feedback is the feedback you will be receiving this week based on your week 1 assignments. After I grade the assignments, I do send them back to you. You will be getting a rubric, a grading guide back for your student journey assignment from week 1. However, your participation assignment is strictly a tally of your green S's from week 1, and the responsible borrowing is not a rubric, it is strictly a narrative with a grade. So the only faculty feedback which you will be getting that you will have to open up and look at will be the rubric from the Your Student Journey assignment. But this tells you that right here, this link, click on it and it will explain to you how to find your weekly feedback from the previous week. You will be getting your assignments returned to you, graded, probably by, I would say, Friday of week 2. You will get all of your week 1 assignments back. It does take me time to read them and to grade each one, so please be patient. Okay, our text readings this week are in week 2 are Thinking Critically and Setting Goals. Reading for college success. How good of a reader are you? And we're going to be talking about reading strategies. And interpersonal, again, communication, connecting with others. Successful communication with your academic support team. Who are these people? Natique. Natique is etiquette on the net. Okay. Interpersonal skills to be for communication with others. Academic integrity, the link here for a discussion on plagiarism. SMART goal setting, we will be talking about those and we will be creating those. And your week 2 electronic reserve readings. In week 2, again, you have 3 assignments. Participation begins again as of 12:01 a.m. on Tuesday. We wipe the slate clean and begin again for week 2. We need a minimum of 8 substantive notes across at least 3 days. Okay, and I will be marking those again with the green S or the gray U. This week you have your successful communication in the classroom assignment. This is your big assignment. Well, they're both equal. This one and the next one to 8 points. There it is. It's 8 points. It's due July 24th. And let me see if I can open the worksheet. There it is, successful communication. And this worksheet, here it is, I'll scroll down, has 3 parts to it. Part number 1, academic support team. You will write a brief reflection after completing the week 2 successful communication with your academic support team learning activity. And here you can just write it. You write it right here, beginning right here. Here's what I do. I just take that, I highlight it, I hit backspace, which deletes it, and I begin writing right here. Okay, please check your. This is formatted in Word, so please, when you do this, check your spelling and check your grammar, and you can do that by going up here. This is your ribbon up here in Word, and if you click on Review, I'll move this over so you can see it. You can just click Spelling and Grammar. You have a thesaurus here. You have your word count. If you just highlight this right here and click your word count, you'll see how many words the response is, and you can do each response separately. Each response is going to be a certain number of words. Part 1, and you have part 2. And here you write your response 100 to 200 words. And the directions are: complete this after you have review the student code of conduct, which is right here. It's also in the learning activities as well. And the week 2 NATIC learning activity, you will then identify which of the 17 misconduct violations are actually related to NATIC. Okay? And you're going to write about those right here. And the third portion of the assignment is interpersonal communication and diversity. You're going to review the list of interpersonal capacities in the box located on page 40 to 41 of Accessing 21st Century Skills. That is in the week 2 electronic reading reserves. You will review chapter 11 from your textbook. Then you're going to identify which 2 best align with your strengths and which 2 align with areas where you have or need some improvement. Then you're going to write a response in 100 to 200 words which address the following questions. One question, this one, and this one. I'm not going to read these aloud to you. You can read them yourself and put your answer here. So you're going to have 3 sections, 3 parts to this assignment, and to receive full credit, you will once again need to complete each portion successfully. Watch your grammar and watch your spelling. Grammar, spelling, punctuation, count. Okay? Close that and bring, and this back here. And you notice all you do now is just click on week 2 and scroll down. So we have participation. Again, we have for assignments right there, successful communication in the classroom, and then you have an academic integrity. Again, your worksheet. Again, you will I'm sorry, this is not a worksheet. I apologize. Here you are going to simply open up a blank Word document, and you're going to write a 270 to 350 word word essay on academic integrity. Be sure your essay includes each of these bulleted points. And I would make each one a separate paragraph. Okay, I'm also going to show you how to make a title page so that the first page of this assignment will be a title page. Okay, that said, let me go back to week 2 again. And those are our 3 assignments for week 2. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a private message. Okay, you go into Class Home and you click on private message and you can compose a private message. All right, each day when you check in, check your private messages and also look in the class messages to review those so you can see what what your peers have to say in class messages. Class messages is much like your chat room or a chat room. Okay, that said, we are beginning week 2 once again at Tuesday at 12:01 a.m. and I will see you in the learning activities.